Today is August 10th. The Yankees lose a series in Seattle to the Mariners, and we're going to talk all about it. Happy birthday to my two cousins, both born on August 10th.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, steaming hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks, episode number 783, presented to you by Seat Geek. Jake's sitting in a chair. I'm sitting in a chair. BBD's sitting in a chair. BBD's a geek. Jake's a geek. I'm a geek. And you can buy chairs to sit in at stadiums. I guess you'd be like releasing the chair. It's funny if that's how they phrased it. That's how like licenses are. Anyway, SeatGeek. Use code YANKS for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. You can get the app. You can go to the website. They got good seats, and they even got like bad deals. They let you know before you buy it. They're like, hey, this is probably not going to be good for you. It's a bad time. Red.
Not getting the most bang for your buck.
Red means bad, like the Red Sox. And the Reds. SeatGeek, code YANKS, $20 off. Jake, how you doing?
James, Davis, everyone live in the chat with us. Everyone else. Maybe some people taking photographs of us right now somewhere across the world. But
hello.
Man, I'm good. I'm excited. Am I excited? I don't know.
Yeah, why'd you say that at the start?
I'm not excited.
You said you were excited at the start.
Noah, I'm excited to put this in our rear view, man. I really am. I mean, the first game had some high notes, and then the pitchers duel is beautiful, and you get the crazy Ruocco game. And it's kind of fun. You got those late night weirds, and you're hoping you're going to stumble into a W. Instead, you almost get pranked, prank game.
That's what you're calling it.
And then today, a little bit more of the same.
Yeah.
Yanks, a nice little comeback. Our guy Higgy, Nestor's going nut job. And then here we are with kind of the same result of the past, 8 weeks now?
An hour ago, I thought we were going to have a good show.
I still think we are.
I thought it was going to be a fun time.
Like there was a chance it was going to be a top 10% show. And now
11 guaranteed.
Now it's like 25.
No, we have had a lot of good shows, so that
okay.
The back end is pretty bad. It's episode number 783. So what would 25% of that be?
Oh no.
On like a
can't go math this early.
50.
I'm just saying. Did it wrong. Obviously, I punched the numbers wrong. It's like 195 episodes according to my math.
Should I do the math?
Yeah. You got it.
I got it. Let's see if Jake gets it. 195 point, and there's two decimals. Let's see if you get it right.
195.75.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
so
what
199, 196 if we're rounding up.
I always round up.
Okay.
I don't like people that don't round up.
We all have the same decimal, so it can't be wrong.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be top 200 show.
Let's get away from the math. What do we need to talk beforehand that's not games?
Abreu blew the last game, and it has me in a sour mood.
Yeah,
that seems so much like the game.
I think that's part of games.
That's almost 1,000% game.
It seems like that's part of the game section.
Carpenter,
foot was a clean break, so there's no surgery. And obviously, Matt Carpenter's bones are so strong that they can only break in half perfectly.
Did anyone check if the balls hurt?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't read it.
Yeah.
I didn't get any update about if anyone checked on the ball.
K dropped that the other day when Judge, the right fielder, threw behind him and it hit him in the back. It's a good joke.
Okay.
It's a good joke. He's a good mover.
Carpenter, no, it's a clean break, so they're saying 6 to 8 weeks. But he said,
that's the good news.
He said
it's a clean break.
He said, you'll see me. This won't be the last of me.
I believe that.
With the mustache and the eyes.
Intensity.
Yeah.
A man that's grounded to the earth. He knows.
Yeah. So he'll be back. That's the update before the update. The other update is Stan still scheduled to join for Boston?
I haven't seen that anywhere. Last week,
No.
Yeah, it doesn't
Boone
seem
had
like
said he may join us in Boston. And that
Yeah,
was
I don't.
like a week ago at this point.
I don't think that's been delivered. I think the last update was
That was an update at one point.
the last update was baseball activities. He was doing baseball activities, but he took an
off day from baseball activities.
Doesn't seem like fantastic update.
What did that consist of? Just
Hit a couple balls.
like an at-home day, like a weekend.
I think like a spring, like one of the first days of spring.
No, his
training.
off day,
Oh, nothing.
just like a weekend.
Yeah, he was chilling.
You don't think he did a single baseball activity?
No,
Does stretching
not
count?
allowed to. Yes,
I think he stretched.
I don't think so.
Sounds like he's going to be a little bit.
He's not going to be in Boston.
They would have been saying that over and over again. So, any other updates? Sevy, no update. Oh, Britton's throwing live
He's
BP.
throwing live BPs.
I mean, it does not take relievers that long to get into shape.
Yeah, I mean,
Although it could.
there's going to be a Zack Britton rehab assignment soon, or at least announcement.
Yeah.
I think the first game of this series they gave that update, and they were also like, "Well, that doesn't mean Britton is coming back anytime soon." Like they made a point to say that on the broadcast, if memory serves.
Oh.
We'll get a rehab assignment soon. Let's see.
It's something.
Andujar got called up. Last time we checked in, we weren't sure. We were 95%.
Yeah.
Andujar gets the call.
I was
plays both
94.3,
games.
but I always round up.
I think that's it outside of these games, man.
Let's do it then. Let's go to game 1, which was a good game that they won. They won game 1. Usually that means you're on your way to winning a series. It's easier to win the series when you win game 1.
AG won.
This game took place on. Imagine if we did that.
Where's the rest of that going? Just Monday? The date?
Yes,
Yeah.
like really presented it like serious.
Okay.
Maybe I'll start doing that.
All right.
Come episode 800. I'm not doing that yet.
Know what else is serious, Jim? Your health.
I know. And I've been worried about it lately. You know about it.
Yeah, you have been, actually. Everyone tweeted Jimmy and wish him well.
I told Katie that we need to. I said, let's actually do a doctor's appointment. And I don't think I've
Yeah, that's a
uttered
big
those
step.
words ever in my life.
That's a big
unless
step.
it's a dentist.
Something that could help you out is Athletic Greens AG1. You've definitely heard from us, or you've probably heard from anywhere. These guys are going like crazy. With one delicious scoop of AG1, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, and probiotics to help you start your day. Special blend of ingredients support your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, energy, recovery, focus, and aging. All the things, Jim. All the things you're worried about, dude. It's lifestyle friendly if you're keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free. Athletic Greens, you're investing in an all-in-one nutritional insurance. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/Yanks. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/Yanks to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Go visit athleticgreens.com/Yanks to get your free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and the 5 free travel packs.
Do you want me to do the ad reads before the burns? Now you're like double out of breath.
Can.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to help your breath out.
Sometimes there's a balance.
Okay.
Pass them back and forth. I don't.
You just let me know.
6 one way, half dozen the other.
All right. Now, Jake will burn game 1. Everyone's ready?
I think so.
Music commences. Jake readies.
Sleepless nights as the Yankees are going to the West Coast to face the Mariners in their Wolverine. Logan Gilbert versus Tyone looking to bounce back for New York. It already rains a lot in Seattle, but Donaldson brings a little bit more. RBI single in the first and his homer in the third. It's 3-1 Yanks. Then Benny doubles. 2 RBI doubles for 3 RBIs for Andrew Benintendi. Sneaky Paisan, huh? It's 6-2 after it was fortitude, because those Seattle Mariners, Jim, they've got some fortitude. IKF, RBI, SF, 7-2. Big dumper, Cal Raleigh. He puts one into the stands to give the Mariners their 3rd run. And J-Mo, his 3rd run, but 7 innings pitched, 3 hits from Tyone. A couple strong innings for him to finish out with. The Yankees, they put on some tack-on runs. The judge orders another home run. 4-2-3. And then Trevi, RBI single. The Yankees win 9-4. Tyone to Chappie to Holmes. Is that the new formula? Yankees take game 1, 9-4 final.
We talked a little bit about this game on everything else. Great job on your burn.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We talked about this because we did the midweek episode. Was a fun game. Donaldson with the 4 hits was my favorite thing about it, because it was like, okay, we're going to carry series to series now.
Right?
I liked that. Carpenter getting hurt, wasn't a fan, although BBD was, oddly enough. Obsessed with broken feet.
That stuff. Yeah. The doctor side of it.
Reminds him of his favorite summer.
Carpenter leaves this game
Mm-hmm.
with the broken foot. So that's sad. This was kind of a funky one. Like, everyone was getting ready for the West Coast weirds, as I call them. It's going to be late. You know, something's going to happen. And then I think there was a nervous moment because the Yankees take a lead. We like that coming off of St. Louis, the losing streak going into this game. 5-game losing streak, longest of the year. They go up 4-1, then it's 4-2 because every game ever played in sports has to cross that threshold. But it's a scary moment. It's a scary moment because Tyone, he's been on and off, and, you know, he gives up 2 through 4, and you're like, it's not pretty. You know, me and Joe's were texting. I said, if he has one more good inning, I'd give him a handshake. If he gives me 2 more innings, I'd give him a firm handshake. With everything that's going on in the Yankees bullpen, especially after today's performance.
How many non-firm handshakes are you giving out on purpose?
A few.
That's interesting to me.
A few.
I'm on the eye for
They
that.
have to earn that.
Wow. You go limp right away.
Yeah.
They really want to earn it.
Yeah. So I love that. Raleigh gets him in the 7th, but he finishes that inning off. And then, I mean, Chappie with this was number 7 clean.
6 or 7, I thought.
And then Clay Holmes gives up another run, which,
Yeah, he didn't look great.
no bueno. But, I mean, Judge homers, and that's obvious. DJ
Glaber
does
getting
his
hits was
thing.
nice. Then
Glaber. And Benintendi, this was kind of, I
Yeah.
feel like his Yankee.
a sliding catch as well.
Yeah.
For
And the Yankees rock Gilbert again. How about that?
3, 4, 5. It was his 6th in a row for Chappie.
Okay.
Yeah, people think that they might have a tell on Gilbert. I don't think so, because the numbers don't show that they would, and they're just hitting everything kind of.
Yeah.
And I think Seattle fans had been saying that he's been bad lately,
Logan Gilbert, game log.
but they hit him pretty easily. Like, they feel very comfortable in the box against Logan Gilbert.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just his last 2 starts against the Yanks got popped. Maybe Logan Gilbert's going through just a brutal ask. His 2 starts before that were Houston, but he was 6 innings, 2 earned runs both time with good Ks. So Yankees either have something or they just see the ball really well from Gilbert. I don't know.
Yeah. It's very comfortable at bat. Okay. I didn't like going Clay in this spot. But I think we talked about that in the episode, or did we just talk about that in the office? But
I think I'm in the office.
I understand they're trying to get him work
Yeah.
in a big lead. I'm trying to get him rest in save situations.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite things.
Yeah. Opposite theories.
Um,
Which, not to tease the next one, but he has He has a nice outing the next day. So who knows those communications? Who knows how Clay's feeling? But yeah, and especially, Lucas Lickey's entering a really weird area where he's, again, going back to not being used that you'd like to think.
Well, they need to not use him for 2 weeks so they can use him 5 times in 9 days for 3 inning games.
I don't know. Up 6 in the ninth. That feels like the lane we should really be pumping Lickey or Abreu a little more.
It's Lickey's perfect lane, medium leverage.
Yeah.
That's pretty low. So Abreu.
It's medium because it's still you're on the road and it's bottom 9. I think that
if they use Abreu there,
spiritually gets them.
If they use Abreu there, and
Abreu threw 30 pitches the night before, so he really didn't.
They use Litkey there, and not Clay. What's our bullpen situation in Game 3? Is Abreu not coming into a 2-run lead?
Correct.
Because we used him correctly in a 6-run losing effort.
Because Clay wasn't available today, which probably would have pushed Wandy to follow Nestor.
And Abreu would also pitch twice in a row, or no, but yeah, okay. So I found a little
there's
domino
a little
effect that I don't like.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
That's a bummer to find that out. All right, whatever. Want to go to Game 2? Anything else?
I think so.
All right, this was a wild one, Jake.
Yeah.
On your mark. Get set. Burn.
Game 2, it's a cold world if you're in the batter's box. Gerrit toes the slab while former Yankee dream Luis Castillo looks to shut down the Yanks for the 3rd time in a month. Do you like offense? Do you like base running? Boy, do I have bad news for you. It's zeros going into extras. Buenos Cantos, and the Manfred runner is out to die. The Yankees, in the first 3 extra innings, their Manfred runner gets out on the bases. Unreal base running by the Yankees. Benny got picked off.
Yeah.
The next 2 guys. Yep. As bad as it gets. The Yankees bullpen, Jim. Chapman, Holmes, Efros, Wandy, Trevino all put up zeros. The problem is, so did all of the Mariners. Crazy game. Ryan Ruocco, you never should have shaken the Devil's hand. But you did. And the Yankees end up losing in the 13th to former Yankees farmhand Luis Torrens. Yankees lose 1-0 after 13.
A little libel in the middle with the devil handshaking.
Did you see
wanna,
my
if you
tweet?
want to walk that back.
It's the most I've made myself laugh in a long time.
I didn't see that one.
Got me really good.
I didn't see that one.
You want me to send
You
it
gotta
to
read.
you?
I think you got to read it.
Where can I find it?
At Talkin Jake.
TwitterJake.com.
TwitterJake.com. I tweeted it. Let's see.
This better
Ryan
really
Ruocco.
hit because, you probably tweeted so much.
Not a ton. There's a lot of text. It ends with never would have happened.
Okay.
I put Ryan Ruocco's name in there if you want to search that way.
You can search horns.
Horns would help.
Nothing's popping up.
Nothing.
I'm searching?
You want me to read it to you?
Yeah, read it to me.
So it was getting late when I tweeted this. 2:01 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, I had some 3 a.m. tweets.
I said
But I was with my son.
I said if I could go back in time to the day Ryan Ruocco shook the Devil's hand after saying, "I wish I could broadcast the craziest baseball games of every Yankee season until the end of time, I'd sneak in before the Devil and say, 'Too slow, Horns,' and this game never would have happened."
That is good.
Calling the Devil Horns. That's awesome. I was cracking up. Just me and the dog on the couch.
Looks like you responded to yourself.
I sure did.
If you don't think I'm cackling by myself over here about calling the devil horns, then you don't know.
Just don't know.
Sorry, dude. I'm sorry to butcher your tweet that way.
Thank you.
One retweet. Who retweeted this? Will Secor. You're out.
There's a few retweets.
No, on the
the
follow-up.
follow-up.
Retweeting the follow-up.
We'll see course in.
All right, you're in. Hey, this game was nuts.
Yeah.
And there was so much of it that I liked.
Right.
Like if they ended up winning, I'd be sitting here telling you about so much of the game that I liked, and I'd be like, forget it,
The
they won.
losing's over. This is it. They were waiting for this. They win
was,
the series. They
it was-
win in 13.
It was playoff pitching.
Yeah.
It was playoff defense. It was spring training hitting and elementary base running. But the pitching and the hitting was so nice. Or pitching and the defense, I mean. Like a lot of good defensive
Yes.
plays.
Hicksy throws a guy, Frazier trying to stretch out 2. Donaldson made a nice play. There's someone made a nice play before Donaldson. The defense was strong. Andujar DHs this game after getting the call. Trevi throws out a runner stealing.
Yeah, nicely too. And Hicks throw was nice.
I mean, and then the extra innings got so bonkers. Wandy gets out of a crazy situation. Trevino, you want to talk about looking deep inside?
That was too much for me.
A 3-2 pitch. That whole stadium is rocking in the 12th inning. And I think it ended up off the plate. It was a nice pitch. Starts on the plate and ends off.
Yeah, but it was nice.
It was a nice
like a
pitch.
perfect 3-2
If
pitch.
Eugenio closes his eyes, I think it's a walk, but it's really hard to hit that way.
He swings one eye.
I was
open.
awful at it. But yeah, that was impressive by Trevino. The whole Yankees bullpen, and same with the Mariners, man. I will at this point. I normally do Jakey scouting reports here because Mariners are going to be a playoff team. I don't know how the bracket's going to sort out and all that. The Mariners are really good. I know the Mariners as a franchise, longest AL drought going to the playoffs. Their bullpen is real. Munoz, 1, 2, 3 strikeouts on, what was that, DJ, Judge, and Benny.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the goods.
The pitching was crisp on both sides.
Seawald's electric, good word. Even their kids, Festa, Brash, after Luis Castillo goes 8 innings, 3 hits.
Those are horrible names. I thought you were that.
Yeah.
To me, it sounded like you were talking.
That's
about,
why they don't have bigger roles in their bullpen.
talking about you. But you said the kids,
Festa and Brash.
Festa and Brash, and I thought about like 2 brothers named Festa and Brash, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's horrible.
And then I don't. I mean, what do we even dive into?
Well, there's a lot of
extra
individual.
innings,
There's a
right. There's a lot of.
There's a lot of
performances.
individual plays here.
Right.
I mean, let's just go through all the base runnings blunders.
Oh,
Judge
gosh.
tries to steal, gets thrown out.
That was so bad. Nobody's talking about that because the other ones are worse. But Judge tries to steal, and he had it Judge timed up. He had the base stolen. And then the catcher sets up in pickoff position, a foot off the plate. Judge still tries to go for it, and he gets mowed down. And it's like, what was that?
Yeah,
What were you trying to prove?
that was his time.
So that was a little odd, but boy, does it get usurped. Great word. Thanks.
Well, then Benny tries to steal, and just almost like his eyes were closed.
Yeah.
And he was like, 1, 2, 3, now go.
Right after they pinch run with Ocastro, so clearly.
Which I hate that move.
Yeah.
It was a 0-0 game. Why? All you're doing there is making Benny think, fuck, that guy's behind me, I got to steal.
Yeah,
And wasting guys for the trail runner.
the Yankees formula. I don't know if you remember this from previous years, but with the extra runner, the Yankees play into that the game will end. So basically they were playing Donaldson's not going to come up again. Let's run for him. If a ball ends up in the gap, it does look genius then because you're like, oh, wow, Yanks get 2 out of it. But instead it looks as embarrassing as it gets.
Stupid. Then what was the next one? It was
Hicks lines into double play, and Andujar gets doubled off.
bad one.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much inexcusable. It was a nice play. It was a nice snag, but I mean, that's kind of what happens when you call up a guy from AAA who's eager to make an impact, and then he's doubled up, and you're out of that inning with 2 batters. And then the IKF double play where the pitcher snags it, throws back to second. They have Trevi in the rundown.
Yeah,
he gets tagged.
What are your thoughts on that one?
So I think it's pretty simple, and I don't think people like that. If IKF gets in safe, it's really good base running. If IKF gets out, it's atrocious base running. And he got out. So people don't like saying that because that doesn't feel like a good argument. But
Well, you didn't really argue anything.
well, he got out, so there's nothing to argue. Like, it was horrific base running.
If he stays at first, are you cursing?
No.
Why didn't you go to second?
No.
Wasn't like a lengthy rundown.
Because the other part here is it's Trevino. It's
Like
not.
there's like a standard rule: replace the base or whatever. If the guy at second is in a rundown, try to get to second. But you can't like just go through like just like blanketed rules. It's an extra inning game, and you have DJ and Judge gonna come up behind you.
And he's the best guy at going like first to third.
Yes, and you're still fast, and then it's Trevino, and he's gonna get out. You know, how long is Trevino gonna extend a rundown? No knock on him, but he's not a speedy guy.
10th percentile in sprint speed.
Yeah, I love Jose Trevino. Not a knock on him.
You have
So
to
if you're
respect the guys
if you're
behind you.
IKF, I don't know, just stay at first.
Yeah.
What I hated was all his comments about it afterwards.
I think the people that, because I mean, I love Hustle. If IKF got in there, I would have given a fist pump and been like, all right, dude, nice. But he wasn't close. And that's not knowing the situation. It's not knowing that Trevino can only do a rundown for so long. It's and you have to know you're hitting ninth, and the guys behind you are the most important guys on the team that you need to get them up to the plate.
Yeah.
And that's
Judge didn't get up at all.
yeah, the Yankees. Well, he got intentionally walked in the 13th. But,
Yeah, well, yes.
yeah, but no, in the 12th, 11th, and 10th, 3
Yeah.
extra innings.
Yes, with a runner.
The MVP did not come up to the plate.
Yeah.
Who's on pace to beat the home run record?
3 times 3, which 3 innings, 3 outs would be. DVD? 3 times 3?
is 9.
Yeah, which is how many batters are in a batting order.
I didn't know if guys got on in between and stuff, because
No.
if you could still have 3 outs and other guys reach base and stuff.
I just said 3 times 3. That's all I asked.
I know that one.
That's what I asked. It's 9. And there's 9
I
batters
thought
in
it
the
was a
batting.
tricky question.
And there's 9
You had to
batters.
lay it out a little better.
There's 9 batters in the batting order.
Right.
So how did Judge not get up? Is my question.
All 3 free base runners the Yankees got out.
Oh,
That's so bad, man.
so bad. So only 6 guys. 6 outs.
On 2 batter innings.
What are you doing now?
6 outs. Every inning was just 2 outs for 3 innings and extra innings. It's so bad. It's so incredibly bad. It's a free base runner.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a free out. All right, anyway. IKF said that if the pitcher doesn't make the play, it's an RBI single. So, like, he shrugged. What did he?
Right.
Why should I feel like I did anything wrong? And then he also said if it's a double play, it's a double play. It happens.
Sure did.
It sure did. It sure did.
100%.
It sure did.
Hey, kudos to Cole in the bullpen. I think they're going to get mentioned later, so we'll
And the defense.
keep shaking.
Okay, game 3. Let's do it.
You're on a shake right now.
Nope. On your mark, get set, go. Game 3.
The rubber match in the Emerald City, and how about last year's Cy Young versus this year's Cy Young? Bob Ray versus Nestor Cortez Jr. Why don't you fire me up? We're putting zeros on the scoreboard through the 5th inning, and then there's the bad man against Sam Haggerty. Are you kidding me? We're walking this guy intentionally. He's hitting homers. 1-0 Mariners to break up Nestor's no-no. He looked good, but the Yankees would pick him up. Higgy, baby, one more time. Shut up, Federline. Stop talking about Brittany.
What?
2-1 Yanks, make it 3. Judge gavels another. It's 3-1 Yanks as they get the insurance run, and they would bring it home and win the series. Oh no, Mitch Haniger RBI single, and then there's some beautiful music in the Pacific Northwest as Carlos Santana hits a 2-run home run to make it 4-3 Mariners. They would hold on. Nestor to Albert to Wandy. Yankees lose 4-3 and lose the series 2-3. First time they lose to Seattle in Seattle in a decade.
That was wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And it was the first time the Yankees got swept in St. Louis in the history of baseball.
Yeah.
So, what a road trip.
History.
A
Historic.
historical road trip. I'll write about
Historic.
that one.
Felt like you. All right.
What?
What do you want to talk about in this game?
Nestor was pretty good. He might get talked about later. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
I want to talk about Albert Abreu.
Yeah, he might get talked about later.
Robbie Ray.
Robbie Ray.
He's good. That's always funny.
Yeah.
He's good. So
He's good.
I'm not. You're allowed to not crush good pitchers.
It's such a Robbie Ray stat line. 6.1, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, 7 Ks.
Yeah. Like I would have liked more runs. I would have liked the big offense not to have to come from Higgy. But that happens over the course of regular season baseball, and you have good pitchers and all that. But the fact that Ron Marinaccio is in AAA because they could,
And Clark Schmidt.
and Clark Schmidt are in AAA because they can, because they have options. And they would rather do that so they don't have to get rid of Albert Abreu. But now Albert Abreu is on the team and those other guys aren't.
Yeah.
And now he's pitching instead of them, and now he's giving up runs. Like that is an awful spot to bring in Albert Abreu. A hold situation?
Yeah.
He, I think, had some people fooled with his numbers, but it was all against bad teams and very low leverage situations. So I don't think you should be putting much stock in there. I think he faced the Red Sox when they were still decent and gave up a run. He faced the Mets, gave up a run, the Cardinals, and now the Mariners twice. So against good teams, he's not a great pitcher. I think his high leverage numbers are nuts.
Yeah, he's to be fair to him, he had a nice stretch.
Against the
13.1 innings. No, there's a couple Houston games in there. Like
those two Houston start.
he had a nice stretch, but it was very low leverage.
Also a guy they traded away and DFA'd, and now they won't do that because they don't want to get rid of him, and he's losing them games.
Free money. He's getting hit. His last 6 appearances, and that's not including today. He had a 5.4 ERA. He gets hit some more today to lose a game.
Well, again, why isn't Licky out? Whether righty's up, but still, I trust Licky better than like Abreu's he's the bottom of the bullpen. I know they were all hurt, or they all were out due to other reasons, but still.
I think we're going to talk more about Albert later.
All right. Well, not about Albert, but the decision making. If you have to use him, I still would have brought Wandy in with a runner on to shut down that inning, and then hope your offense gives you more runs, and then you can. They never do that strategy, which I think is better.
Nope.
Yeah. All right. Anything else from this game? They pinch hit Benny.
No, he came in as a defensive replacement for
Andujar. Yeah.
Gave Benny a rest day against Robbie Ray, which made sense.
Rizzo played.
And Rizzo plays. First time in 7 games, 0 for 4. Yeah, I mean, again, nobody was hitting. For into the 6th, the box score was 2 hits Yankees, 0 hits Mariners. So, yeah, I mean, that's about 20 innings of no scoring baseball.
Bummer. You want to give out awards then?
I think we could do that.
DraftKings bringing us awards?
I bet on it.
What's their...
Who's your award? You said you had a pride lined up. Are you going with it?
Mind your business.
You are.
Mind your business for 1
What a
second.
bet.
I bet that
What a gamble. What a rush.
brought to you by DraftKings.
Okay.
Check this out, Jake. They're giving new customers, they can bet just $5 on any game and get $100 in free bets instantly, exclamation point.
Is that Moit?
Point.
Okay.
But you should see how they spelled it. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code JOHNBOY. New customers can make any $5 bet and get $100 in free bets instantly. That's promo code JOHNBOY only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. MLB trademarks used with permission.
Yeah.
The first award we give out here on Talkin' Yanks is...
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had a non-obvious one up.
Okay.
And then I realized I go first, and I was like, I don't know.
Ooh.
I'm still doing it, though. So in your face.
Really?
Wandy.
Oh, okay.
2.1 innings, clean ball. If Wandy was struggling right now, the bullpen would be even scarier, and turning that double play ball was one of the more ballsy things, which I know Wandy is not scared of doing shit like that. But when he didn't come home with it and turned, and then a botch throw there, a botch.
Oh, really?
What's that?
Go on.
A botched throw there, a botched catch at first means the game's over. I was like, oh, Wandy, don't. It's been a nice defensive pitching game. Like, let's not throw a ball around and they score the winning run and walk off on it. And his throw was low, but Glaber got it, finishes it. We're good. And I was like, oh, Wandy. That was awesome.
Never doubt.
Yeah.
They lined up the defense special to have the double play ball there to turn it up the middle. I love it. Wandy, I think this is the third time he's been in a bases loaded situation and he's got a weak chopper back to the pitcher. Like
that was his play last year when he got going
he's
too.
like can kind of do it. It's like it's kind of a trick
Seen
for
him.
him.
Yeah.
Like so I love it. I didn't think you were going there, but I love Wandy. And yeah, he still continues. I mean, what are the season numbers now? They have to be really good. 2.23 ERA.
And I think he should have came out after Nestor, not Abreu, but they probably want to get righty in and all that. And Abreu's getting in for all the wrong reasons. And Wandy comes out and is clean.
Wandy.
Yeah, but the change up by Efros and then the double play turn by Wandy
Oh.
were awesome.
Spoilers.
So they're both my prides.
No.
Okay. People might remember that as me giving 2 out.
Mm-mm.
I can't control people's memories, Jake. You're up. You get to give out a pride. I just gave out Wandy and a little bit of Efros.
My pride of the Yankees is Scott Efros.
No, I already kind of halfway took him.
You don't have him at all because he's my full pride.
Double reliever pride.
Double reliever pride.
Good.
That's what this team deserves.
This was going to be your pride even after.
He was going to be my one. I mean, Cole gets screwed, but expectations. Scott Efros comes over. Is there an argument he's a sidewinder? I could see it.
Yeah, because he throws below his shoulder.
I could see it. Scott Efros came to our office. Nice guy.
He signed our wall.
He signed our wall.
We know his height.
Yankees have him for a while. If he's good, he's good. Unlike a lot of righty sidewinders, he gets lefties out at a better rate, an incredible rate. He's got off to an inauspicious start. I can't be
Inauspicious.
Word, right? Inauspicious start.
I have that as inauspicious.
Okay.
I know I have that.
Okay. Wow. He gives up that fly ball at the stadium that looks like it could have gone. He gets clipped in that final St. Louis game for the backbreaker, but that game was so crazy we didn't hold it against him. So it was becoming a conversation of what is Scott Efros, and is he going to be a 6-inning game? Is it going to be like he can get us out of innings? Is it going to be we're going to find lanes for him? How does he handle New York? Like there's a lot of moving parts in the bullpen. Jimmy we all, and if you're a baseball fan, which a lot of you are, you're, listening and talking Yanks with us.
A couple stuck in cars.
A couple people stuck in cars right now.
Listening.
Just
It'd be
trying to get
like,
by.
yeah, this is cool. Maybe I am.
We
into
help
the
people
Yankees.
get through their bad times.
Yeah.
Some people stuck in bars
Scott,
We're
F.
on mute in
Ross.
the bars.
We're on mute in the
They
bars.
mute us in all the
right
bars.
now.
Just keep,
This segment.
just keep moving your mouth.
No.
No.
We'll give them the satisfaction.
Scott F. Ross comes into the crazy game, the 0-0 game, and it's like, okay, bottom 10th. The Yankees don't score top 10. It's a brutal ask. They have a runner on second base. Like, Scott F. Ross could do everything perfect, and you can lose the game. That's why they have the Manfred runner. Like, if Jake Lamb rolls one over to first and then Eugenio Suarez hits a fly ball, that could have been the ball game. First batter, Jake Lamb, 0-2, slider, and then 3 balls. Fastball, slider. Okay, is he going fastball? Is he going slider? He goes back to the fastball, fouled off. Okay, second 3-2 pitch. Scott F. Ross, and this is why he's nasty versus lefties, and you want to talk about a ballsy pitch, pulls the string, throws his first changeup coming into this game, the 7th pitch, and he dots it. Bottom right corner. You couldn't draw it up better. And literally every Yankee fan, like when they say in the Grinch, like his heart grew 3 sizes that day. Like every Yankee fan's hopes and expectations for Scott F. Ross grew 3 times that day. Like, let's see how everything else goes. But the fact that you can do that, like if Scott F. Ross finds himself in a big spot in a 7th or 8th inning, like that's going to be a guy that I think we're going to be able to get behind because he's got that in his bag. So that one was a big one for me, and it's a pride for hopefully important stuff coming up.
Do you think that to do that, and maybe any of the beat reporters asked this would be my question if I was on the beat.
Sure.
Did you warm up the changeup a lot?
Okay.
Because if that's like, nah, I didn't even warm it up, it's wild. But also, if you warmed up the changeup a bunch, knowing, hey, I have this prepped,
Right.
and I only want to use it in a need-to spot, that's also awesome. So, where you at, Hokie?
Awesome both ways.
Write the story. No, one was incredible.
Okay.
I think.
I think it was awesome both ways.
Can't rewind it.
Wasn't paying attention.
Good pride. Is this the first double reliever pride in the history of Talkin' Yanks?
Ooh.
That's hard to find quick. I really think it is, though.
Were you trying to find it already?
There's got to be.
I gave
release.
this year a scroll, but I know Clay hasn't gotten one.
Okay.
So
I mean, there hasn't been one this year.
Wouldn't be
Certainly
this
not
year.
one this year.
I-
No.
For sure, the first
19
of
would
22.
be my best guess.
For sure, the first of 22.
Let's see. Ottavino got one in Herman. I assume Herman started when he got
And
one.
pitched well.
Yeah, hasn't done either.
Was that June of 2019?
That was April.
Of 2019?
Yeah, Tigers.
So that
series.
was that when Herman replaced Sevy? Oh, Tigers, never mind. Because that was in Houston. He replaced Sevy that one time, and then we all
yeah.
liked him. That was out of the bullpen.
I don't have a memory, so just jealous right now.
Chester
Okay.
got one. The bullpen received a pride.
It's a big one.
That is a big
Jimmy's
one.
pride against the Padres.
Wow, I
Oh.
rarely group guys too,
Yeah.
so that's odd.
Yeah, Morales
Don't even try
got
it.
the other award.
This is
MFer not.
Also, we gave out the same pride,
Cut
kind
the
of.
cameras.
So that's good.
Cut the cameras. Okay.
Good stuff, Jake. Now I get
this next part.
This next part's tough. Oh, it's tougher when the laptop's muted.
You Yankee motherfucker.
Yankee MFer. Wowzer. Seems like you were going to go Albert, so maybe I'll leave that for you.
I don't know.
You never have. I think I'm going to go with... Oh. This is tough. Only one guy went hitless?
Found another time that you gave the bullpen a pride, Jim.
Nah, it doesn't sound like
Mets 2018.
That was really good.
Good.
It looks like there's only one guy that played all 3 games and went hitless. So
I don't think you could talk bad about this.
I'll just give it to him. Let me scroll to the left to see who it was, 'cause I don't have the names. I'm just going strictly stats here. Oh, IKF.
Yeah.
Only guy that went up there, played all 3 games, went hitless. So worst offensive performance of the series. Everyone else that played 2 games max got a hit. He played 3 hitless. So I'll just go IKF and keep it moving. It's just a stat-based MFer.
It's a good one.
Thanks. You're up.
OPS down to 623.
I will say, and I said it already, but someone in the chat said the post game was bad, and it was.
It was.
And so was Boone's. And the Yankees are the bubble wrap Yanks. I don't think I've ever seen a guy get protected as much. Boone threw Andujar under the bus.
Yep.
Right after bubble wrapping IKF. And I was like, what the fuck? I do agree Andujar's was, you can't do that.
Right.
But what? And so IKF said it is what it if it's 9 out of 10 times you go to second. If it's a double play, it's a double play. And then he also said that his hit, if the pitcher doesn't make a great play, is a RBI single, which I don't think it was, because it was hit at 82 miles per hour with a -5 launch angle and a expected batting average of 160, and it hopped before the pitcher, so it was gonna hop twice more probably, and the second baseman was converging on it. But I'm glad he can just tell himself, that wasn't my bad. I hit the game-winning hit.
Right.
Wasn't for that damn defense
Yeah.
stopping my slow grounders.
I won us the game.
I won us the game. So I'm glad that that's how he spin zones it.
I like
But
that you just went stats.
stats only
quick.
for me. Yeah.
He's got to
It's a
bounce
quick
4 times
stats
before
on
second base, so that's usually a hit for
his,
him.
his hits.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really protecting him.
Yeah.
We've seen it just makes me wonder about other guys they didn't do this for that got ripped apart by the fan base over and over and over again. It's weird.
Maybe it's 2022, man. Him and Gallo.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just the future.
Made the clubhouse is tight, I guess. That's a nice spin zone. But it's not it's not the player should always have his back. It's Booney. Because you ripped Andujar with the next sentence.
Right.
So it's like, well, either don't rip any player or bubble wrap them all. But that's my MFer stats-based pick.
It's good stuff.
Thanks. Yours?
I feel cornered. I'll go Albert Abreu.
Hate for you to get some negative.
Yeah, it's not necessarily shots fired at him, because we were watching with a lot of Yankee fans today, and I don't think one of them was shocked with the result. And that's part of the problem. So, it could very well be pointed at the front office for keeping Albert. But, yeah, I can I would have been a lot happier if Ron Marinaccio or Clark Schmidt, heck, even like Luke Bard, who they recently just picked up from the Rays. Like, why? I don't know, because I know what Albert Abreu is. Like, we've seen this, and yeah, man, I know the stuff is there, but he doesn't seem to know where it's going, and it also seemed pretty hittable, and it was today. So I was happy for him that he went on a streak. It was kind of a nice story, second life. He was really loving being back with the Yankees. And the radar gun always seems cool with him, but the results kind of when they matter, except for like 3 games middle of last year when times were desperate. So yeah, I mean, I can't imagine being Ron Marinaccio, suiting up for Scranton Wilkes-Barre tonight, when you should have been the option in the Yankees game tonight.
What I don't get is with Litke, they got him. They like that they got him. They think they were smart and it was a win, and they think he can help the team in certain spots. So, all right, don't DFA Lucas Litke. I get it. Albert Abreu, he's been DFA'd twice this year already, or 3 times. Traded and DFA'd, because the Yankees DFA'd him too.
Yankees, Royals, Rangers. So
Did
yeah,
they DFA him before they traded him?
No.
Like they traded
It was
him.
an offseason trade.
Yeah, they traded him. Rangers
Trade.
DFA'd him. Royals DFA'd him.
DFA. Okay, so trade in 2 DFAs. About to be 3.
Point still stands. And that's the reason why. You've already gotten rid of this guy. So anyway, it doesn't make any sense to me. And when he came to that game, I was saying, told Tom that they're going to need more than 3 runs for Braves in this game. And then I think the next pitch was a homer. He finds the plate too much because he can't find it. So when he does, it's
good scouting.
It's grooved. He falls behind and then grooves one.
I wasn't being facetious.
Oh, usually you're pretty rude.
Whoa.
You're usually pretty rude about my scouting.
It's not true.
I saw your notes.
What else you got?
That's all.
Yeah.
Good MFer.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Should we do regular old awards quick?
Yeah, first you want to guess Kiner Fluff's slugging percentage?
312.
What's his on base percentage?
312.
311.
Ah.
Cool, though, them being so close.
Impressive.
Yeah. No.
I was surprised Higgy hit the homer. I thought IKF was gonna get it, but
People still keep saying pull. In the office today, they're like, what's the fences in left? And like, he doesn't even do that. He doesn't even swing to pull the ball.
Let's not talk about it.
Wait, did I give him my MFer?
You sure did.
Did I mention that he tried to bunt the second strike, and it was a flat, straight fastball in the zone, and he said, "Nah, that's not the one I'm going to get down."
No, you went just stats.
I did just go stats when I gave out my MFer, so I didn't talk about this.
I hated that.
Why? Because if you did it as an 8-year-old, your coach would be like, "What the fuck?"
No.
I said bunt. Kid.
I hated
Your coach
it.
was rude.
I hated it because that same gentleman, we're in extra innings, a crazy game, kooky game, no runs scored, 0 runs scored. IKF is up with a runner on second. This is a guy we pinch hit Joey Gallo for him in the midst of Joey Gallo acting role as the worst baseball player you can be.
Oh, jeez.
And we're not trying to bunt all 3 pitches. Like, you shouldn't even have an option.
Well, he had to do a defensive hack at the first curveball. And once he's behind in the count, lay down the bunt, but not a fastball in the zone with no run, because that's not what you bunt. You take that for a strike. Then 0-2, they expand the zone. You chase the high one, hit a hopper back to the pitcher. When the pitcher makes that play,
Do you have your reward?
you round second, get thrown out. One of the worst 3 minutes or whatever it was. And Booney was like, "No, pretty good.
Not bad.
Not bad. We're happy with what he's doing." My award is the Boot Award.
The boot.
The Boot.
Matt Carpenter in his walking boot.
No, but I mean that could be Bader as well.
He's not on the team yet.
No, the Boot Award.
The boot. What do you got?
Well, earlier in the show, you said Benintendi could be a Paisan name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, his relatives are from Sicily.
Think so?
I know so.
How do you know so?
because Andrew's paternal grandfather was Robert Sebastian Benintendi, the son of Frank Benintendi and Livia Paulina LaGreco. Robert was born in New York to Italian parents. His father, Catiana, Sicily, and his mother also in Sicily.
Yeah, Ellis Island didn't change those at all.
I mean, so you think they're bad people? You even think Ellis Island changed?
I think Ellis Island changed stuff. You don't think Ellis Island changed anything?
No, but
when
you
people
think they
came
changed
over?
their hometown
Yes.
to Sicily
Yeah.
just to up the population
Because they
numbers
were
for
punks.
Sicily?
Benny's a punk. He's a pest.
He thinks he is.
He's a pest.
Anyway, he's from the boot, and he should be giving Hicks the boot.
Ooh.
Because Hicks' numbers are bad.
Yeah. Let's see, his slugging?
314. I think it's lower now. His numbers are not good. The throw is nice by Hicks, but
That was nice.
hey, if Stan's coming back anytime soon, if Andujar can play a little outfield, let's play Benny over Hicks because Benny had some doubles.
Yeah.
He looked like a hitter. He hits 300 on the series with a 364 on base percentage. He had 3 hits, 1 run. He made a nice catch in left. Let's not play both of them.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. Benny obviously hasn't gotten off to the ideal start. There was a ton of walks at the start, and he was in a little bit of a slump, and he was feeling it. The new team, he does the ask for the ball thing. But yeah, kind of last time I was talking about him making plays in left field, medium plays, look routine. He made the nice catch. Yeah, like know what it is, and I mean, we're going to Boston this weekend, and maybe he has a nice redemption series, or he feels it a little more still being in Boston, but either way, like, unless things went really haywire with Benny, which the way he plays baseball, it almost can't. Like, yeah, they give him the rest day against Robbie Ray. He does come in the game, so it's not a full double rest, but, I believe in double rest. But,
You're a double rest guy.
Run Benny out there,
Yeah. Some of his swings looked good. Like it was like Hicks had 2 hits. They were bunts. I'm just saying, I saw it and I was like, that looks like a hitter, not like a lucky bat to ball situation. So hopefully he gets rolling. He just needed to get as far as he could from the Bronx to feel, less pressure.
Yeah.
Nah, he doesn't care at all. Update from Matt Carpenter. He said that I'm very encouraged we avoided surgery. I'll be back this season.
Okay.
So it sounds like he's planning on coming back.
He's going to come back.
That's a Bolin tweet.
He's already said that. Haven't seen the last of him.
Yeah, well, this is even different than that. This is I'll be back this season.
Yeah.
How do you think he said it?
Just like that.
Your first award is?
The Pete Paluso Award.
That's rude. That's his full name.
Yeah.
He has a coworker listening. And now
He listens.
But now that coworker is going to go talk to him.
Yeah.
And he does not want to do that.
Right.
He's a Red Sox fan. He doesn't listen.
He listens sometimes. Red Sox series coming up.
What's up, Pete? Miss you. Okay, so the Pete Paluso Award is our college roommate. He didn't love talking at all.
Yeah.
When he did talk, it was mean.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It was wild.
It was wild. I was like, that's what you've been holding in for 2 days?
Be nice to us. You haven't talked in 2 days.
You guys are fucking losers. Oh, shit.
We're your friends.
Wasn't his parting words like, all right, I just deleted your numbers from my phone. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I saw him once. He was in a good mood.
The Pete Paluso Award. So, someone that's been like a silent assassin. That's what we're describing. You're going to give this to Nestor.
Pete Paluso Award. Said his full name again.
Yeah.
This award is not going to someone who's a silent assassin. Pete, like you mentioned, the most quiet person I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
It used to blow our minds. You could have a full conversation with him. He wouldn't say words. It was wild. He just had like the head nods and the timing down perfectly.
No, he'd do like just like
He'd just make a little noise that kind of let you continue. I guess we were probably a pretty good fit, huh, Pete?
I liked hanging out with Pete a lot.
We did.
You could get his point from that.
You could make him laugh.
You can make him laugh.
Yeah.
We
just got to rip on Jake while Jake wasn't around. Laughs.
We want Pete to talk more. we were like,
Speak up and don't be mean.
this is cool, man. You can talk more, and we just because we do individual stuff with awards, I think we found ourselves not talking about this guy enough. Aaron Judge.
I gave him pride last week.
He is 4 homers ahead of Roger Maris's pace for the AL home run record.
I read a Roger Maris quote, and it was like, shit, dude, that guy was sad.
Yeah. He was having a bad time.
The world was so mean to him for being great.
Good at baseball. Pretty funny. There's got to be some Yankee fans who are on the right side of history like, I like that he's hitting homers for the Yankees, right? I don't know with the Babe, dude. I would have been on the wrong side.
Yeah, you would have been on the wrong
I
side.
love Babe Ruth.
Yeah. And now you're rooting for Judge to break Maris's record because you don't even like Maris that much.
Right.
That's so rude.
He hits 2 home runs this series in 3 games. A 643 on base percentage. Again, I don't know where the rest of the awards are going. He had 4 walks, which stinks because that means basically he was getting pitched around, and when he was getting pitched to, he was getting hit. And that sucks because Anthony Rizzo sat out games this series when he self-admitted he was healthy enough to play. The team admitted he was healthy enough to play. I mean, pretty funny that they said he was going to be able to play the next day, and then the game goes into the next day on the East Coast. So it was almost like one of those, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So play him. So that stinks.
I also think they only played him today because they lost that game.
But the Judge stuff is incredible. And anytime I talk about Judge, I try to get across to people that he's not just a one-trick pony. He's an incredible baseball player. I think in the the last extra inning, there was the first base hit was a base hit to right that if there's an outfielder that didn't have Aaron Judge's arm and defensive presence, that could have just been the game. Ended up being game batter later. But he's incredible.
He leads the league in hits and home runs.
It's pretty good.
Last time someone did that, my grandpa might not even have been alive. I forget the date, but I read the stat once, and it was a real long time ago. We got our first graphic for Judge on screen after a home run, so I'm excited. Yes Network is now doing that and letting us just like see the comparison. It was a comparison of Maris and where they stood and all that. The Maris quote, in case no one's ever heard it, is it's so surly. He's so angry. I don't want to be Babe Ruth. He was a great ball player. I'm not trying to replace him. The record is there, and damn right I want to break it, but that isn't replacing Babe Ruth. Now they talk on the radio about the record set by Babe Ruth and DiMaggio and Aaron, but they don't mention mine. Do you know what I have to show for 61 home runs? Nothing. Exactly nothing. It's like the coolest record in baseball.
Yeah.
He broke it. And it was like, ruined his life. It's like a pain point in his life. Sucks. So don't treat Judge that way, Jake.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't even laugh about it on a podcast like some people.
PBD?
We got the clip. Sent to their family.
The Maris family?
Yep.
Didn't we run ads for them? That was the Mantle family.
Yeah.
That was the Mantle family.
And they hate being compared to them, so.
They actually love it. They feel good about it. They're okay. Stop.
What's your final award? Arguably the least important award of the show.
This award is never memorable.
Yeah. This award doesn't matter.
Yeah. Corleone
Award.
Yeah.
Full Italian, huh?
Yep.
Tim LoCastro.
No.
Okay.
Wrong.
I just want to get through this.
Quick
award.
wrong.
I just want to get through this.
Tyone. Just when I think I'm out.
Okay.
Because I was about to be out.
Right.
Like out. Because he was about to be at a 4.1 ERA if that inning went more south.
Right. And
then he gets to the 7th inning. Probably his ERA is like 3.92 now or something like that. I don't know. It was 3.98 before the game.
3.95.
3.95. And I just love the guts to get out of that. So then I'm back in because of how gutsy the performance was by him. But I still don't have a lot of faith in it because it seems like he's You know what? He's finding it every night. So we just need him to like start a game with it.
Yeah.
And then then do 5 of those in a row or something. I don't know where I stand on him postseason, but I want to root for Jameson Taillon. I like him. We've talked with him. He's an awesome guy. And the command stuff was bizarre.
Yeah, and I mean, still not perfect this game. I mean, 3 walks. 3 of his last 4, he has 3+ walks, which still isn't who he is. I'll say this. I mean, he's been, still feeling funky. I know you've been nervous. Joe's was getting nervous. In his last 5 starts, 26.1 innings, a 3.76 ERA, which, again, Jameson Taillon, he has more in the bag than that. But that's also not bad. So,
but my words, like, if he's in the postseason.
Well,
3.76.
There's still a lot to go, man. I mean, think about where we were with Aroldis Chapman a couple weeks ago. If Jameson Taillon puts on one of his 8-start performances, which we've now seen him do 2-3 stretches of those as a Yankee, like, we're gonna be feeling a lot better about this guy. And the reason why I'm not counting Taillon out until he's out. I mean, this guy's been through a lot. This guy, top pick, cancer, double Tommy John. And, dude, where he was last year, like, I will always give him credit to that. After that Phillies start, man, he looked so bad. And he went in and he figured it out. And I hope he's going to bust that out yet. I'm not saying he's back in any way yet. He had a pretty bad July. And hopefully we can chalk it up as a bad July. His ERA going into July was 3.32. Coming out, 3.96 after that first Seattle start. Seattle sees him for the second time. He gives 7 innings. Those final 2 innings make it matter, JMO, going forward. Make it matter. And, yeah, I hope he can get rolling and make it a conversation of how he factors into October.
I thought you just wanted to get through this award.
What award? Don't even remember it.
It was the Corleone.
Dirty Pop.
Pop. You want to watch Stand By Me soon?
No.
All right. Why don't you just give out your award then?
All
right. All right.
Can't start doing those late in the episode.
All right. That's our doorman from our old office building.
Yeah.
To let people know who we're doing. All right.
Needs a Nicky Cass impression.
I'll have a Coke.
My final award.
Most prestigious award of the show.
The
show that no one forgets about ever.
Prestigious.
Like for instance, last week.
Right.
The final award of the show. Most prestigious award of the show. No one ever forgets about it. Was.
You're talking about last week's final award of show?
Yeah.
The Wooga Wooga?
No, that was the second to last.
Oh, your award was Bugs.
It wasn't the Bugs award. It's the Steve Traxel award.
Yeah. Basically the Bug Award. My award.
Matt Carpenter is no longer with us. Could potentially be his last award ever given.
So you think he's not coming back? You think Matt Carpenter?
I would never
back?
not trust him.
Okay.
I said potentially though.
Okay. My award.
Yeah, you have it. It's locked in your head.
Is the Nice Wine, Bro award.
How you spelling wine? Important for BBDino, who writes down all the awards.
WINE.
Okay.
Like the drink. The beverage.
The beverage. Nice wine, bro. Have you said that before to anyone?
I don't know. Probably not.
I don't think that says a lot.
No.
Nice wine.
It will.
You don't have to say that to someone who made their own wine. Be an odd thing to say to someone who just brought the
I
wine.
am making wine. Remember that?
Are you? Oh,
it's
yeah.
Coming up on the 1 year in
Wow.
October. Yeah. That's when we're supposed to get it.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Nice wine, bro.
Yeah.
Andujar.
Jim, you should have had this one. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's Nestor Cortez Jr. Nestor Cortez gives an incredible start today. He's no-hitting Seattle, a game that we were all excited for. He was shoving a revenge game for him. against his old team.
And
Nestor
him and Litke.
Cortez. We're talking stats.
Yep,
Talking
always.
stats. And coming into this game, Nestor's ERA still in the mid-twos. Coming out of this game, still in the mid-twos at 2.67.
So it bumped up?
I believe it went up. Albert Abreu let in.
Alberto gave up his run?
Yeah,
Pretty
the
messed
inherited
up.
runners.
That's messed up.
Yeah. That, the starting pitchers are real close. They do all that
Have you
warm-up stuff
explained how
together.
nice wine, bro?
I'm trying to, if you'd stop cutting me off.
Okay.
All these
Tick,
pitchers are
tick,
close.
tick. Yes. Well, actually, I don't know that anymore.
They do the warm-up thing and all of that.
That's the starters, yeah.
They're a unit. Nestor's the ace of the staff.
Yep.
So, just poking Cole.
Oh, I see.
Oh, nice wine, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
But-
Cole's always walking around with his wine.
I don't need that. Nestor deserves some love this episode. I would have felt bad if he walked away without an award.
Cole,
Because if the bullpen does their job, I think we would have been talking about Nestor a lot more. And maybe even a pride.
Cashman, and Boone bought Cole wine as part of their pitch.
Yeah.
And Nestor doesn't even like wine. He thinks he will eventually, but not yet. Want to know something interesting about Nestor's line?
What's that?
He didn't throw the cutter at all, really. It was really just four-seam slider. And for a while, he was just cutter slider, right? One of them, I think the cutter was more prominent pitch, and now it's just dead. He threw 12 pitches that were not four-seam fastball or slider today.
Right.
12. No swings and misses, no called strikes. 0 for 12.
Those are called waste pitches.
Yeah, well, 3 got put in play. But they were like non-factors, really. Two pitch pitcher. Nestor Cortez. It's a wild story because he was like the guy who made stuff up on the mound and threw a billion pitches. I was just like, nope, four-seam slider. I'm like a reliever.
I think there's some Lance Lynn funny business in there between arm angles and shape of the slider and stuff like that.
Yeah, he does a lot of that stuff.
He has different pitches within those pitches.
The drop down. But he was a guy that
Not
was
even that, just throwing a different shape of a slider and taking a little off, putting a little on, pitching.
Good. I don't know. Lance Lynn has like all his fastballs are different, like fastballs.
Right.
But good. But it's just funny because he was like the junk guy, and it was just a fastball slider guy. Good award. People will remember that forever. Nice wine, bro. So shot fired at Cole, who had a good game. It was good to see him
Yeah.
bounce back and pitch. We didn't give him an award or anything. He went back to the curveball,
Yeah.
which was good. It was fun. Anything else?
Step to step with Castillo, timed those curveballs perfectly. And he was pumping, wasn't he like 70% fastball?
Yeah.
So that's more of that, Cole.
He was 67% fastball, 16% knuckle curve. Yeah, the scary fastball to Ty France, where he hit the foul homer, and then to come back from that with just an outside fastball. That's fun pitching because you got to know you can hit your spot and all that. But he just crushed a fastball, so he's probably thinking you're going to something off speed, and then you stay fastball and you put it just like he like dotted the outside corner. That was really nice.
Won that Kelnick at bat, 11 pitches. That was nice.
Chapman's a fun combo. I mean, he's at 7 straight now. Starting to look better. Really throwing the fastball. He started bringing the splitter more into play and the slider out. He threw 32% splitter in his first outing or in the extra inning game, which was, I mean, I think that's the highest we've seen that in a game.
Yeah.
So, but the fastball being still higher is good.
Pitch with a little swag.
Yeah. Going to get interesting. Is there anyone else we didn't talk about that maybe needed to be talked about?
Glaber not really mentioned much, but his stat line ends up looking bad.
He got some hits, 2 hits in the first game, and
That was it.
Yeah, and that was it. You thought he made some nice plays though in game 2.
Yeah.
There was enough there, but you need him to really start hitting because
DJ with the Mass series.
Yeah.
Any
Any other? I think that's it. We covered it all.
Clay with a nice bounce back in the extra inning game. Let's get some more of those going.
He threw some. That looked good. He's throwing the slider. I haven't looked at the numbers there.
The slider looked good.
He threw only sinker slider, but he threw more sliders than I was used to watching. Hit the guy in the foot, and the other guy got the ground ball, the double play that Glaber turned by himself.
Because often his slider was just to get people off the sinker, but the sinker was running, and his slider was actually an out pitch. Guys were missing it. It was in and out of the zone. It almost looked like Cole's knuckle a little bit.
Yeah, it was very bendy.
Sharp
slider.
Downward.
What else?
I'm good.
Directionals. Any other directions? Loizaga, he's the only guy that played that we haven't mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't look. He threw a couple fastballs that were okay. He threw 2 bad ones. They got hit, and the game ended in a 0-0 game. The Manfred runner. So, I mean, he has to earn so much. He hasn't been good this year. He's still got a lot of time. Look where we're at with Chappie right now. But he's, you got to go and get 7 straight good ones, which he hasn't showed the signs of that.
Got Evaldi versus Herman, Cutter Crawford versus Montas,
Cutter Crawford,
and Tibbet versus Jamison Tyone.
Ooh.
Interesting little set. Cool. All right. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Weird time to do an episode. 7 p.m. start, basically. We crushed it. Jake's awards were great. You will remember them forever. Go Yanks. Tell them Grams.
Go Yankees.